Good morning. I just wanted to show this morning. The sun isn't quite up yet. There are no clouds in the sky. Nothing moving like yesterday. You see here it's a little darker on this side, so you know the sun is rising from this side. I just wanted to share something that's been on my heart. I kind of talk to you because it helps me to hear myself and hear some things that I need to hear. And I just want to talk about letting God fight your battles. I know for me, one of the hardest things in the world is when someone lies on you, when someone accuses you of something, when somebody blames you for something, or when somebody talks about you or says something that you know is contrary to your character. You know the true story, but they're spinning it to make it seem like you're the only bad guy. What I've learned in life is that there are three sides to a story. There's your side, the other person's side, and then the truth, what really happened, the full, unadulterated version. And so we all like to make ourselves look good. We all like to make ourselves look like the victim. We all want to make it seem as if it's been done to us and we haven't done it to others. And today I just wanted to take time to say sometimes the things that you go through, it's not for you to fight. It's for God to handle, because nobody can handle it like God does. It's hard. It's very hard. Trust me, I know. When you know you've done the right thing or someone has done something against you and you want to argue, fuss, and fight about you being right and the other person being wrong, and God tells you to be quiet. It's hard. It's really hard. That's one of the hardest things I have to deal with. I've dealt with it a couple of times in my life when I've heard people say things about me, when I've heard questionable acts to my character, and I couldn't fight. I wanted to say so bad, I didn't do that. That's not true. But I couldn't. God just silenced my tongue. And as tears rolled down my face, all I could do was say, Lord, but it's a lie. It's not true. But I learned in those times that if you put your hand on it, if you put your mouth on it, then God has to deal with you instead of the person who he's going to deal with. Yolanda Adams had a song back in the day called "The Battle is the Lord's." And a lot of the times we pick a battle that we're not supposed to touch. God is just trying to stretch us and to help us learn from it. He's not asking us to solve it because he already has a plan. And the plan may not be just for you. It may be for the other party. It may be to the people who are actually listening to your question or criticized or talked badly against. It's hard. I know it. And this week I've had to deal with it because people will say things about you. People will talk about you. And it's not true. And you know who you are. And people who really know you know who you are too. But instead of getting angry, this is a confession. For the most of my life, I could go from 0 to the Incredible Hulk in less than 0.6 seconds, where I would be enraged, angry, just wanting to destroy, Hulk smash. That used to be my personality. And I remember in my mid-20s, I prayed and asked God to take that away from me, to take that anger away, because I would black out and I would tear everything apart and not know what was going on until I came back to myself. And at that point, damage had been done. Well, I had children. I couldn't have that temper because that kind of irrational anger lands people in jail or in the grave. And I didn't want that for my life. So I remember I prayed and asked God to take it away from me. And he did over time. But what I realized in the last 2 months, sometimes you go back to being that person that you prayed to be released from. And it's not because you've done something wrong. It's like a test. Everything in life we get tested on. Just when we think we've overcome something, just when we think it's far behind us, a test will come. And sometimes we blame the devil for it, and the devil won't have anything to do with it. Sometimes it's just God allowing it to happen so you can see where you are in life. So you know what changes you need to make, what you need to work on, what you need to exercise. And I learned that the last 2 months that anger that seed was starting to come back. And it was feeling good to get angry again and just wanting to Hulk smash all over again. Until I realized again, I'm a mom. I'm a business owner. I'm a sister. I'm a daughter. There are roles that I play that my anger is only going to hurt. So as much as it hurt to allow someone to say something about me that wasn't true, as much as it hurt for people to walk on me and use me and say things, I had to let it go. Was I a punk in letting it go? Now, there's a part of me that said, come on, baby girl, you know who you are. You know where you're from. You know how you handle things. But that was a little part of me. The bigger part of me said, you know what you stand to lose. Are you going to let the devil win? Even if the devil had nothing to do with it, he would still get the victory if I showed out and got locked up, because then I couldn't be able to produce and do the things that God has for my future. So you have to weigh out those things, even when it hurts, even when you feel like you're going to explode. My niece said to me, think of something that's going to calm you down. Think of the bigger picture. Think of something that can help you calm yourself from that point, whether it's a prayer, whether it's a song, whether it's thinking of your family, whether it's thinking of your goals, whether it's thinking about what you have to lose, whatever it is, put your mind on that. Take a couple of seconds and just say, Lord, handle this one. I'm taking my hands off of it. And when you take your hands off of it, you're going to see God do his work. Whether you see it with your natural eye or not, believe me, God is working the situation. And I just wanted to share that with you this morning because it was on my heart. Just let God have the battle. You back up and continue doing what it is God called you to do. God bless you and have a wonderful day today. I love you all.